endorsement. Thank you very much for being here once again. It's the 20th day of August 2025. The market is looking bearish. We will go into full details of that, and then we will know how to navigate as always. For now, I go on to equities market to give you updates. Thank you very much. You know how we do it. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep giving gifts all across platforms. That way you get to generate more interest and attention of people who are on the social media platforms that we are on to drag their attention down here. All right. Local benchmark NGX all share index declined yesterday by 146 basis points to close at 142,613.47 points. Market capitalization also decreased, closing at 90.24 trillion naira. Market breadth was negative at 0.67 times. This performance was driven by gains in enamel wear, dark communications, deep cap, and losses in Royal X, Dang Cement, and RT Briscoe. Trading activity was robust on the day, with the volume of shares traded decreasing by 2% to 1.03 billion shares, while total value of shares traded increased by 17% to 17.65 billion naira. The most actively traded stock by volume were Universal Insurance, 130 million shares traded, tells you the strong interest in the insurance sector. AICO with 100 million shares, and Mutual Benefit Assurance 68.52 million shares. So the insurance companies are dominating even in number of shares traded as well. In terms of value, Nigerian Breweries led with 2.13 billion naira, followed by Dangote Cement 1.35 billion naira, and Access Bank 1.05 billion naira. That will be that regarding the recap of all that happened in the course of yesterday's trading. On to your comments now. I'd like to hear from you. What's happening to your portfolio? Suddenly things are changing. These are the things we keep talking about when the hype is all over the place and everyone is excited. I try to my best to bring us down to earth and to stay humble and stay focused and not to get too carried away so that we don't, do something that may come back to hurt our portfolios. So let's hit the ground running with likes, sharing, and giftings. Thank you very much, Maobi. I would like to bring you on early on in this live stream. So please call in and stand by. I know it's not time to make calls yet, but it will be good to have you on ground when that time comes so that we can I can scurry through the markets, because these are times when bargains are showing up again and the market is going through some level of retracement. Okay, hello, Coach. HIMS is dropping. What's your take on it? Well, first of all, the business is solid, fundamentally sound. So if HIMS is dropping, it's just all about sentiment. This was the same HIMS. The first time ever that I mentioned HIMS, it dropped to $20 per share out of sentiments. And then what do you have? It catapulted back up to 70 something. That's what happens with solid companies. I told you about the zigzag daily movement of stock prices or weekly movement of stock prices. In the end, you will find a situation where over the long period of time, it makes good returns for shareholders. So it depends on when you entered HIMS. I've always recommended it around 47, 20, 27, and I think 50 or thereabouts. Currently 42. It's a pullback. It's normal. If you are in a stock for the long term, do not panic too much. Beautifying Shop says, Coach, what of PLNR? I'll check it out for you. It looks like we're coming in. Today's live stream focused on foreign stocks. Never mind. PLNR. What stock is that? Not found in my dashboard. Beautifying Shop, would you find a way to also update me what's the situation with your portfolio? I know I was following up on that. After the session, send that spreadsheet again. Let me see, because I can't tell what PLNR is. Okay. Chika says, "Good morning, coach. Your view on insurance companies to invest in. For now, you've got to calm down and watch the dip. Currently, we are seeing some dips in the market that could just usher in a mini bear session because the bulls cannot always have their way for several months without the bears responding." Good afternoon, coach. Is OPFI still a good buy? Very much so. If you saw my tweet or my Instagram posts about OPFI, I gave entry price ranges, hoping it would drop. And yesterday, it actually dropped to that comfortable entry price, talking about under $10 per share. If you go back on Instagram, you will see I made those projections that I expect the stock to drop below 10 or around 10. As at when I was posting, it was around 11 or thereabouts, or 12, I don't know. So now we are right there at that entry point, a comfortable entry point to swing trade this stock. $9.89 was what it closed yesterday. So OPFI, perfect entry point now. Oluwadamilola Aluko says, "Good afternoon, coach. What's the best entry price for GTCO, Stanbic, and Zenith?" Now, the market is pulling back, so I'm going to be very conservative. GT Bank around between 90 and 92. Let's see how much it is. I haven't checked price movement today, really. So GT Bank, let's see, my own enterprise, it could change depending on how, all right, it's at 93 already, 93.65, down from yesterday's 95. Okay, so it's looking like we are getting into that season when the market gets to trade sideways, pull back, and just stay sluggish until the third quarter earnings season arrives. And we are already in August. Yes. So next month will be the last month of the third quarter. And at the end of next month, most companies will start preparing their third quarter results. So in October, first, second, and third weeks of October, we will launch into a new earnings season. At that point, a lot of things will change. So between now and when results are going to be announced in October, you are going to experience this sort of sluggishness. So it's better we calm down and go through the period, watch for bargains, use this period to go ahead and subscribe for your rights issue while hoping that the market will now stay sluggish until about the time when earnings reports are released. By the way, some other off-market activities can just happen to also make some stocks jump, especially corporate news about some stocks and so on and so forth. All right. So that's for GTCO. The other stock you mentioned was Zenith. I would like to see Zenith under 70. Let's see how much it is. I haven't checked today. Zenith is at 69 already. In fact, closing 67 yesterday. Oh my goodness. Wow. Opportunities are now knocking on the door again. We'll see how it goes. This is also the time when I advise us to maximize the use of our dividends as they come. So what a time. That's why it's good to have so many stocks that pays dividend in staggered periods of the year, so that when opportunities comes like this, even when you are cash strapped, you are able to deploy your dividends. All right. This is why we advise cash flow from dividend, always advisable, especially if you are looking to build a portfolio, because sometimes the opportunities don't announce themselves. And then if they arise, you will need cash to deal with them. And you don't want to sell the long-term stocks because you saw an opportunity elsewhere. Okay, so Zenith, I would rather want to buy it at yesterday's price of 67. Currently 69, not bad, but time to exercise some patience. as the market begins to face the reality of the fact that the market never moves on a straight line, right? Okay, so there is a way to manage a bear season and a bull season. Just understand yourself. This is not a community where you start panicking unless you bought stocks that you are not too sure of. Then you should worry. But what has worry got to do with the portfolio if given time? Zero effect. What you have no control over, there's no need to worry, because worry or not worrying doesn't change the situation. Coach, someone with your profile chatted me here. I just reported and blocked him. Guys, be careful. Can you imagine that? Upon the fact that we have kept warning even during the live stream, somebody will come on live and be pretending to be me. Now, how can I be the one talking and still chatting somebody else? Even all your questions and comments, I'm not able to meet up with them. And then the person wants you to believe with as foolish as they think that I am chatting you while the live stream is going on. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so some people have gone nuts. Please ignore anybody who comes DMing you for whatever reason in the guise that they are me. It can't be me. Coach, kindly elaborate on laser photonics and a possible enterprise. Oseni Hendricks, that was the stock I posted yesterday. Amongst the top gainers, they were my best performers, not because they are the top number one top gainers at the close of trading, but because of the reason why they gained that much yesterday. In fact, they gained as high as almost 90% before dropping to 59% as the market closed. And the reason for that is, by the way, they are the fourth top gainers in the US market yesterday at the close of trading. All right. So, why did they close that high, or what caused the jump of yesterday? Um, there are reports, they beat expectations, and it was really good, and so the market reacted positively. They are an emerging company, not very big. As you can see, it's a penny stock, but it showed some very good promises. And so that's why the stock jumped yesterday. Not much to say about it. You may want to hold on, keep an eye on it. It's not an immediate buy recommendation, but if you really want to take position, I would rather you wait until it drops below $3 per share. That could take some time, say maybe $2.50. That would be the most ideal enterprise for me. Okay, so it's not something to rush about. Coach, what will you say about Northern Nigerian Flour Mills stocks? That stock has remained dormant for so long, and most holders are tiring out. And it's only one news or the other from the market that can deliver that stock right now as we speak, because Northern Nigerian Flour Mills, though, has made a lot of money for early birds who entered from November. That was around at around 35 and 40 naira per share. Currently 86. We saw it run above 100 before dropping. In fact, it got up to 138 naira per share, and then it showed a lot of promise. But since there was no sustained any news to sustain the rally, it has dropped and dropped and dropped. And of course, some people have taken profit. Up till now, those who bought in November are still in 100% plus profit as we speak. So it's not something to rush into yet also. At this point, it's a cautious approach to the market that I advise. Okay. Real Gist Sports. I just mentioned OPFI. Best price to enter is $2.50, even though it's over $3 right now. So a lot of patience is required. Now, this is the time to build up more cash. Dividend cash flow is coming in. Maybe part of your salary that you use to invest is coming in, or business profit is coming in. Hold it tight. for a smart deployment elsewhere. Which stock did Coach just talk about to buy at $2.50? It's OPFI. It's currently $3.70 something. It will require a lot of patience before it gets down to 250, if it does. But you want to be very safe before you buy such a stock. Okay? So sorry, I don't know what happened yesterday. Recording did not cover the entire length of yesterday's session, but we will work at putting some of them out in bits and pieces, because yesterday's engagement was awesome and it's not worth missing out for anything. Coach, is Wapik Insurance a good buy? Well, most of the insurance stocks are now shedding weight, having run so fast in the last couple of weeks. So not the best time to buy. We're seeing 4 million bids, offers versus 2.6 million bids. So offers are dropping for most of the insurance stocks, and you want to exercise caution. Suddenly, Veritas Cap is on full offer, 1 naira 94 kobo per share from the 215. It closed yesterday. 17 million shares offered, no bid. Okay, told you it will keep going like this until there's some level of stability. Hot money perhaps might have decided to pull out some more before the week ends. That's what is resulting to all of this. Basically, it's also now affecting the general market because perhaps some funds were moved from other company stocks to invest in the insurance sector. So most sectors, most of the stocks are now affected, and you can only now take your time. Do not rush into the market, and look for the best bargains. Never mind, today is Wednesday, tomorrow is Thursday, Friday will be a good time. But let's see how it goes. Coach, thank you for always. Dr. Abisoye Ajayi says, I want to run out of Transcorp. I already have Transpower and I'm tied with a thick rope. Don't want to be tied by two ropes. Though I entered Transcorp at 15. Okay, if you entered Transcorp at 15, that means it was during the pre reconstruction season. I think you can bail out and watch to see. 15 naira Transcorp is the equivalent of 60 naira post reconstruction. Yes, so if you feel like you need to get out, it's good to get out, hold the funds, and now that there are opportunities, from what we are seeing, the best stocks will keep coming down. If the market goes completely bearish, and then you strike at the appropriate time, so it's fine. Okay. Oma Beauty says, good afternoon, sir. How long does it take for your money to reflect in your account after you sell? I received a text message that it's been sold yesterday, but nothing yet. I use Afri Invest 2.0. Oma Beauty, the way it works is there's a rule called T plus 3 in the stock market in Nigeria, and it's also practicably so in the foreign markets. Maybe they have shorter turnaround times, maybe T plus 1 or T plus 2. But Nigeria's, in fact, we are also going to be eventually advancing to T plus 2. I heard that information that by November this year, it will no longer be T plus 3. What's T plus 3? T plus 3 simply means trading day plus 3 days. So it takes 4 days before what you sold clears in the form of cash into your account, especially if you are doing, your account is programmed on cash account, right? Okay. No, not cash account. Um, direct cash. I think I've forgotten what they call it. Between cash account and I keep forgetting that other method. One way the money drops into your account directly in the bank, The other way, the money is in your cash account means it's in your trading account ready for you to use almost immediately. So what happens is you will have to wait 4 days after you have sold and make as long as you are sure the transaction was done, you receive the contract note that it was sold, not that you place an order but it didn't sell and maybe it sold the next day. From the day you receive your contract note, you should be able to get it 4 days after in your bank account, right? So that's the way it works. That's how long it takes. Coach, please, should I hold or sell Wapik? I got in at 3 naira 70 kobo. Okay, there's some bit of panic now. 3 naira 70 kobo. Well, I think you should, if you sell now, you're going to be selling at a loss, a little bit of a loss from 370, currently 330, no, 335. The bids are less than the offers. You just can't tell how soon this hot money will be stopping. Okay, you can cut your losses and move on. Thank you very much. I am Olutayo Direct Cash Settlement. Direct cash settlement takes the cash straight into your account, while cash account leaves the cash in your trading account to enable you reuse almost immediately. That's it. Keep the comments coming in. Coach, please, what's about Palantir? It's 149, a good enterprise. I think I did a post yesterday about Palantir stating it has arrived at a good entry point after the rally, but it's still high up there above the April rally. 157. Palantir is at $157 per share. At this point, okay, in pre-market it still drops to 154. So I'm looking at a situation where best enterprise, I mentioned something about 150 or 140, 148 or so. That's the ideal enterprise if it will drop below that. Yeah, please, Zenith, GTCO, and Eternal Oil dividend payment date 2025. Hawa Balami, because of time, I would just advise Google it from your end so I can take up more questions. Coach, please talk about Neo stock. What did you say is the entry price and for a long time? Under 5 naira was what I recommended Neo. I think it was at 430 something that time. So it's been oscillating between 4 and 5, trying to gather momentum to jump. Currently, Neo is at 507, and most people actually bought under 5, so they are in profit. But it's been a zigzag movement recently. I think it got to 5 naira, $5.21, 19th of August before dropping again, and now it's back up to 5. So we see how it goes. Great potential for a swing trade. Just wait for it under 5 as always. But should this be the last time it will drop under 5? We do not know. Okay, good afternoon, Coach. Please, can you talk about Darcom? G Girl. Darcom is one stock I have been asked severally about and still have nothing to say about because no information showing that they have a good financial reason to jump. But they are jumping. Maybe the jump is a result of some information that we are not privy to. Let it enjoy its ride. If there is truly an information, it will eventually filter into the market and we will know about it. But for now, nothing we can do. Lofty Hill Crown says, Coach, you warned us not to go chasing a moving train. Thank you very much. Now, a falling knife is now hitting us hard in the insurance sector. You still find the time to help get us out. You aren't a coach. You are indeed a great father. Thank you, Daddy. Lofty Hill Crowns, thank you very much. The point is, I am here to also help you in times of difficulty such as this. There are only two ways to get out of the market and stay sane when you start seeing reds. for your fundamentally sound stocks, the longer you stay and hold it. I want us to learn these things. There are stocks that should not be for sale, even if the price drops. Those are the fundamentally sound, long-term dividend-paying stocks. Those stocks, if you hold them long enough, because you can't jump into the market and short-circuit the system. There is a protocol in the market. I gave you a little idea of it. The one when I use Fidelity to do an analogy of dividend yield for somebody who bought it 5 years ago and for somebody who bought last year public offer, and someone else who is going to buy today or who was going to buy yesterday. You can't have the same results. It's a waiting game. I've said it before again, that we think we are trading stocks. We are not. We are actually trading patience. So when you get tired of a stock, just like we were just talking about Transcorp, that's where your patience ends. Someone will come and buy that patience from you and decide to stay in and hold. If you understand this, you will now agree with me that the one who bought 5 years ago should not be getting the same results with the one who bought last year. Why? One has waited longer than the other and therefore should benefit more. That's why when you find a long-term stock, you hold it. Somebody might buy TIP 14 something. It has dropped to 13. It may now be selling for 12, and then you start worrying. Whereas some other person bought that TIP in November will never have to worry no matter how the market crashes this time. Why? Because when he bought in November, it was 1.90 kobo per share. So you that came and bought on the at 14, you shouldn't be expecting the same results with the one who has been waiting all along. Same goes to whatever the dividend that TIP eventually goes ahead to pay. For instance, this year they paid 10 kobo per share. 10 kobo is almost 10% of the 1.90 kobo per share. It could have been 19 kobo is what makes it 10%. Yes. So once TIP goes ahead to say, look, we're increasing our dividend next year to 20 kobo, that person who bought 1.90 kobo is more than 10% up in dividend yield. You that bought at 14, it will not make sense to you. So no matter how the market crashes, the one who bought at 195 is not worried. That's the state I want you to get to. But so many people are in too much of a hurry. And then you see a little market dip, you panic. I am trying to instill in you what will really make you a winner here. We celebrate little gains here and there. It's good for us to continue to do that, to stay strong and believe in the process. But when you see little losses, you should not think the world has come to an end. If you were thinking the world has come to an end, then you should have sold the little profits you were celebrating and then get out of the market. And then the question then is to where, please? Because you will be out of the market. It will soon be time for dividend payment. You are out of the market, so you are not qualified. Do you get the logic now? We are building for the long term. So change that mentality of now. No, you won't win that way in the market, right? Now that it will not, whenever the market is down, it's no longer pleasant, you won't see all those posts telling you what to do. Because a lot of people are just posting no experience. In fact, they themselves, who were excited about the wins that they were posting about, are also depressed. So that's the reason why you will not see posts about stocks flying anymore. Very soon you won't see posts about it. But you know what? You are in a community where, especially now, is the best time to start looking for those stocks that were running, that looked untouchable, unreachable, that I was begging you not to chase after. The time has come. for you to collect. But it may not stay too long. By mid-October, the best performing stocks, especially third quarter performance, and the cumulative 9 months result will make some stocks jump again. So stay there. 5 years ago, we saw it. Fidelity Bank was 1.96 naira. If Fidelity Bank drops from 20 naira to 15 in the name of a bear market, it doesn't affect that person that bought at 1.67 kobo. 167. Never affects the person. The person will just sit down, collect another dividend next month. That is almost 50% yield, because he bought at 1 something. They are going to pay up to 1 naira this time. They paid 85 kobo interim dividend last year. And then he stays again another 6 months. In May, he's going to receive over 1 naira per share dividend again, in that same Fidelity that people are going to be panicking and selling. Even the one who bought at 9 naira 75 kobo, the last public offer last year, Fidelity is not going to drop to that point. So he shouldn't worry. Every loss is on paper. By the way, for you who spoke about insurance, every loss is on paper until you sell. I am personally waiting to get back into insurance fully after all the hype. I've said it repeatedly. I've not done my homework yet to decide which is the best of the best, and then which one offers me the best bargain. There are two things there. The best might have become too expensive, and it may look like I'm too late to the party. Talking about a stock like Custodian Insurance, selling at 40 something naira. Maybe if the bear happens, it drops to 30 something. The question I will be asking myself, how much is the dividend yield? And then, of course, because they are going to increase share capital, it means more shares are coming to dilute existing ones. I will now have to think towards, if they dilute all these other insurance stocks, which one gives me the chance of still being able to get something reasonable when dividend is paid? You now go to the outstanding shares of each one to know how many shares outstanding does Custodian have, NEM has, Mansard have, and all the others. And then to see if dilution comes. Will it suddenly over dilute the existing ones such that the dividend per share becomes almost unreasonable? These are the things I will do before taking position in the insurance stocks. You get the point now? There is a whole lot of money to be made. In January, I told you we are making money this year. We are still making it. Now, another opportunity is coming. Stay calm and just gather funds. This is that moment when I say cash is king. Cash is what? King. Cash is king. Keep your cash. Let's watch the markets and strike at the appropriate time. Okay? All right. Keep up the good work, brother. Adebayo Adeshino Esquire. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay. Next comment. Please, coach, what is the best price to buy MTN shares? This MTN must have shown some of us shaggy. That's because it will rally to 300, drop to 280, then jump above 300, hit 400, come down, and keep threatening. But since after it neared 500, when it touched 495, it's been pulling back. And now there's not much excitement in the market. The pullback may drag it up to 400. Currently 418 naira. And if it drops maximum today, it should close at exactly 400 naira 50 kobo per share. Whether that happens or not, we don't know, because you still have to see 100,000 shares one-time execution before the price will change. So at this point, you want to wait and see. Today is Wednesday, tomorrow is Thursday, Friday is also coming. Should this mini bear continue till Friday, you will see some reactions from the market. And then the best of times to enter these stocks. This is why I said cash is king. These are uncertain times not to jump into the market. But One stock just continues to stay stubborn. Talking about Champs, as cheap as it's supposed to be, it's refusing to lose up till now. Interesting days ahead, isn't it? All right. Keep those comments coming in. Hi, coach. What's the best price to buy Jai's Bank? As predicted, Jai's went under 5 after powering above 5 to 550, but now it's at 410. Should you ever find Jai's under 4 naira ever again, that's the best time to buy. And based on the closing price of yesterday, if Jai's Bank loses maximum 10% today, you will find it trading at 3 naira 89 kobo. Current bids just 4 million versus 9 million offers. So pressure is on the sellers to sell down at lower price. We watch and see how it goes. I told you bargains are coming, and we will take appropriate action to take advantage. Thank God for the timing of dividends like Presco, Okomo Interim, and all the likes that pays in August and September. Now, all of that funds will be channeled towards picking bargains. It's time to cherry pick, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? You just take your time, no rushing, no shouting, no fighting. Just keep picking. Okay. Which penny stock is recommended for long term, sir? Akindele Ayo. Penny stock recommended for long term. Well, as a matter of fact, some stocks will eventually bounce and become pennies. You never know. C&I leasing is a penny stock for long term. QTix is a penny stock for long term. Charms is a penny stock for long term. I will not now mention TIP anymore because it's no longer a penny stock, having left the penny stock range of under 10 naira. Okay. UPDC, I was mentioning severally. So many people have taken advantage under 3 naira, but guess what? It even touched 8 naira before now, but we're seeing it at 636. Should it dip further because maybe there is this mini bear continues, then UPDC is a good take also. Okpetoyemi says, Coach, what's your take on WAPIC? Got it at 368. Should I panic sell or hold? Basically, if you want to sell, you can actually sell, but you may end up buying higher when the insurance proper recovery starts. Not bad. If you want to sell, cut your losses sometimes and stand by. It happens a lot of times. Instead of going into deeper losses from here, not bad. But we need to exercise some serious restraint. If what you bought is not too much, just leave it, take your eyes off it, right? Those people who bought mutual benefits assurance for 50 kobo just a few months ago will not be bothered because it won't drop too low. And so they avoid the danger of selling only to see the stock rise after they have left it. Yes. I have not seen my Presco dividend. Any information, Coach? Akonji Akinwumi, I also haven't seen mine. And somehow, some way, I'm not troubled. I'm just relaxed, knowing fully well that maybe it could have come earlier and I would have used this somewhere else. But now that the market is giving opportunities like this, fantastic time to delay it a bit so I can maximize the opportunities in the market. Coach, can I buy Veritas today? Agbo, Empress. I would not say you should buy today because Veritas is currently on full offer. Okay, some bids have emerged for Veritas Cap. Oh, interesting stuff there. Currently 197 kobo 414,000 bids versus 17 million offers. So it was a full offer situation until these new bids I'm seeing emerged. Okay. Oh, somebody has gone ahead to buy Veritas at 2 naira even before my very eyes. Oh my God. I am now suspecting that someone is unaware that the market is a bit sluggish. And the person has mounted 1 million bids for Veritas cap at 2 naira per share, whereas there were less offers in terms of price per share. In any case, this is part of what we enjoy in terms of seeing behind the scene activities going on, right? Coach, are there chances that UBA can drop to 45 even after their right was 50 naira? Of course, there are chances. No one can predict the market, and so anything can happen. Such is the kind of market we find ourselves. For instance, the rights is over and then the bearish season continues deep down. It won't be long. Even if it was selling at 50 in the market, 45 is nothing. It's not a challenge for it to drop to. Okay? Coach, buying Fidelity Bank shares now or November, which is better? Built for you. I said yesterday that Fidelity is one of the banks and stocks that have not really moved and rallied as strongly as it should have, like the other stocks. And so it has nowhere to fall to. Literally nowhere to fall to, because it hasn't really moved for several months now. And that's an advantage for anybody entering now. So the advantage and the advice I would give to you is, instead of waiting till November, buy, because by November you will not qualify for the dividend that they will be paying in October. So buy now, enjoy the dividend that is coming in 2 months' time, so that you benefit from both ways. Even if stock price drops in November, you know it's a matter of 2-3 months, it will all rise back up. So, but the important thing is that you have positioned yourself to qualify for the dividend that is going to be paid in October. That's the important thing right now, right? So, I am trying to demystify the stock market for as many people as are interested. One thing that makes people lose a lot in the market is fear. Fear of losing. Once they sight red, it's a signal to sell. If you come into the market with that mentality, you will never make a gain, because you will be dancing with your gains. It will be making you excited. You will not sell, and because you don't have a good strategy, and then the things turn around, the gains becomes losses, you sell. So you will end up looking at your portfolio and always selling the losers and leaving the gainers, only to eventually realize that even the gainers started losing. It's all a cycle. That's why we advocate buy the good companies, stay long term, and save yourself. For instance, market crashes and a stock like NACO, which I bought first at 9 naira per share. Now it's at 100 and something. It now crashes to 80 naira. I won't be amongst those complaining. Do you get the point? So give yourself time. You can't short circuit the system. Nobody plants yam today and reaps it tomorrow. So give it time. All right. OJ says, is it only me? But I don't like to over diversify my portfolio. That's why I do more of stack up. Very interesting move there. Now, that can make you so wealthy very fast. When the time for those few stocks comes, it happens a lot. If that is what works for you and that is your temperament, stay and hold it tight. You will wake up one day and be amazed at what you have built. That's what a concentrated portfolio can do for you. whatever works for you, perfect. And this is why it's a do-it-yourself community. So people are maximizing their potentials based on what they think, based on what is suitable for them. So you may have few stocks. Everybody else is shouting, one stock is jumping, the other is jumping, people are making noise, and it may not always be so for yours. But there will come a time when those ones will now shoot, and then your entire portfolio will take it. You are going to be used to not always experiencing most of the jumps that are happening around. But when the time for those your stocks comes, you will experience fantastic jumps. That's what happens, right? Coach, what types of mutual funds should I invest on for longer term? Cheese Tech, I would rather you invest in equity mutual funds because those ones actually play the stock market. That's what it is. There are all kinds of mutual funds products depending on the house offering it. But equity, just like I prefer to invest in stocks more than in bonds. Each of them have their advantages, disadvantages, and so on. So if you are looking at growing your money faster, you are going for stocks. So for mutual funds also, that's what to do. Look at investing in equity mutual funds. What that means is they look for the best stocks to buy and manage accordingly. All right? So there's no cause for alarm. Zenith is gaining currently 69 naira per share, up by over 2 naira per share. I can never panic sell my solid stocks. Never. I came into the stock market with stony heart. Come on now. Guys are preparing their hearts and getting set. And I say it and I will keep saying it. The market rewards the patient. Everyone stay. My question is, how long have you been in the market? If you start panicking now, you bought a stock yesterday, it's dropping today, you are panicking. Unless you didn't know what you were doing, or you weren't too sure what strategy you were deploying or employing, if you like. So stay in the market. Imagine buying UBA 7 naira. Will you be panicking now that UBA is dropping from 48 naira to 20, even 20 naira? You won't bother. Yours is for them to do and pay you your interim dividend. So you pack more when it drops because it will surely recover, right? Okay, I hope that makes some reasonable sense. We have 9 minutes before we start taking your calls. As usual, this is very important. Patience is the key. I told you one of my mentors in this business, the first Nigerian-born chairman of Unilever, those days Lever Brothers, they bought stocks with loans, and they were fortunate at that time. It was during the indigenization, federal government indigenization program, where it was a decree, it was a military leadership then. The first foreign companies, RT Briscoe, UACN, SCOA, John Holt, Unilever, they were all foreign companies and owned by foreigners. So what they did, the government did, was to force them to indigenize the company by sharing the ownership between indigenes and the foreign owners. So it was either a 50-50 ownership structure or a 60-40 ownership structure. So Nigerians were now made to be shareholders in those companies. This includes Guinness and even Nigerian breweries that we see today. So what happened? Yeah, Dorcas, thank you very much. You are very correct. Those were the days of Kingsway, the best departmental stores of those days. These days we now have Market Square, all manner of names that are all over Nigeria now. But then it was Kingsway and so on, owned by Unilever. So during that indigenization time, the stocks were paying the same amount of dividend per share as the market price which they were offering them. So for instance, he spoke particularly about one company, RT Briscoe, that the stocks were given during the indigenization decree at 50 kobo per share. Then the dividend per share was also 50 kobo. So you know what he did? He went to different banks and took loans and told them, agreed with them that he's going to buy stocks with them. And those days it was certificate. There was no electronic means of buying and selling shares. They give you certificate, you keep it. So the banks decided that he should deposit the certificates with them as the collateral, the security. He said, no problem. So he went buying all those stocks with about 200 and something thousand naira he raised many years ago. This was in the 1960s also, or 1970s, early 1970s or late 1960s. He bought those stocks, right? And then deposited the certificates with the banks so that the moment they paid their dividends, for instance, if he bought 1 million ROT Briscoe at 50 kobo each, he would have spent 500,000. Remember, he borrowed just 200 and something thousand, but I'm just giving you an instance. If it was 1 million ROT Briscoe selling at 50 kobo per share, he would have bought it with 500,000 naira. Now, dividend per share is 50 kobo per share also. As the dividend was coming, it was enough to pay off the stock. So he just takes the check. That time is dividend warrant. Carries the check, goes to the bank, see your money, give me back my stock. Simple. And whatever interest there is, he will now pay and then moves away with the stock. From the following year, all the dividends comes to him. Stock price continues to increase. So these things are in phases and in levels. You will not now come today and start panicking. Relax. I think I've hammered enough, and somebody really needed this session. Okay. What's the entry price for Dangote Sugar and UAC, please? Okay. UAC currently 74 per share from the 79. Not much volume has been traded, meaning it may still close at 79. 461,000 shares bidded for, most of them are 74. So if you want to buy today, you can go in at 74. If you want to wait till Friday, an opportunity can come even less than 70. Right? Dangote Sugar is the other one. Let's see. Okay, currently at 60. This one too is really trying to stay strong. Currently at 60, 2.5 million bids, 7.8 million offers. So there's pressure, but it's refusing to budge too much. There are still bids of nearly 100,000 shares at 60. So you want to also wait, or you put in bids at 59 or thereabouts. Dear coach, what's the best price to buy NIDF? Smile for me. NIDF, let's see how it goes. NIDF currently 113 naira per share. I believe can be bought for less. So 111, not bad, because there are just about 34,000 bids at 111 naira per share. So if you put in a bid amongst those 34,000, you just be behind them. Apart from that, there are bids of 112, all of them making up the 34,000 shares. So you can bid for NIDF at 110, and then we wish for the best, because the bids are far less than the offer. 271,000 bids versus 648,000 offers. Okay, that's about that. We have 2 minutes before the lines are open. Please, before we go on to the phone lines, I'd like to inform us if you want to call in, make sure your environment is quiet. And I'd like to also have my hobby come on board because I want to do a real rundown of what's happening in the market as we proceed. Good afternoon, Coach. Can you please provide update why most stocks have been dropping since yesterday? Well, Morris Nas one, that's basically what I have been speaking on all along. Every bull market is succeeded by a bear market. Bulls when prices are rising, bears when prices are falling. So in the stock market balance all across the world, they use these two animals, bears and bulls, to signify the two key market sentiments per time in the market. Okay, so profit takers are jumping on profits that they made short term, thereby forcing down the prices of stocks. Because you have two categories of people in the market: investors who buy and hold for the long term, and traders who buy and sell for the short term. So when short term participants in the market, who are referred basically as traders, see little gains, they sell most of those stocks very fast, and that depresses the price. Because anything called market, once you hear market, whether it's where they buy and sell tomato, where they buy and sell cars, where they buy and sell stocks like this one, basic elementary economics tells us that demand and supply rules the market. When there is more demand for a particular item, the price of that item does what? Goes up, because more money is chasing fewer goods. When suddenly the goods are all over the place and there is few cash to pursue after them, what happens? The buyers who have fewer cash will now have the upper hand to bargain for lesser price. So price comes down. So what you are seeing is too much of the stocks that traders have gathered and made a lot of money as the market kept climbing, now being thrown back into the market so that they can sell off. And now the buyers are taking their time. That's why I'm telling you, relax. It's time for you to bargain. So you are now at an advantage. That's why I said when the market was flying, do not run after a moving train. Any stock that is flying, don't chase, so that they don't hand you the bag. These are stock market balance. Sayings in stock market balance. You become a bag holder. Everybody who bought very cheap sells to you very expensive and leaves you high and dry. Before you know it, you are holding the bag. Nobody's buying. Right? So that's exactly what's happening in the market. But it also eventually affects your long-term stocks, because suddenly there could just be panic everywhere. People are afraid for what they don't know. No, nothing. They just see stock is price is dropping, boom, they react. So for you now check again. If you have any resource around you, you look for those great stocks. You are sure they will give you dividend. You are sure they have good fundamentals, as has been discussed severally here. You go in and take position. So that's basically it. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 p.m. already upon us. We go on to the lines. Collins is our first caller. Please keep this quiet while making your calls as we proceed progressing in today's market. Owando dropped to 47 yesterday. It's now 48.95. I am looking at how low it drops. If you find Owando drop to around 46, that would be a fantastic entry point, no matter what the situation with Owando is. Right? The other call was lost. Kenny G Sox is the next. After Kenny, then we will be talking to Chair Obi. Right? Hello.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
Well, my name is Kenny. I'm streaming from Lagos.
Thank you for joining, Kenny. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Well, my question is based on the right issue that Chance is offering for now. Like I've not bought Chance before, so I don't know if I purchase Chance now, will I be qualified for the right issue?
Okay, it's late to qualify because Cham's rights issue qualification date was 16th of June. So it's only for those who had Chams on or before the 16th of June that qualifies for the rights.
All right, sir. Well, another question is that I don't know about I'm hearing the news about TIP that they are doing their right issue as well. So I don't know. I think the price is 7 naira. So I don't know if I have it already. I have TIP shares already. So I don't know if I should buy more because I'm hearing about the news that the price is 7 naira for the right issue. I don't know how true it is.
Qualification date for that also is 1st of August. So if you buy now, anything you buy now doesn't qualify, but all those tip you had before then qualifies.
Okay, sir. All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. You see, we are in a community where investors are looking to build on their portfolio. That's what you should be concerned. Forget the daily running around. Forget. Keep building. That's what you should be doing. And the beautiful thing about the current rights going on, apart from that UBA on they went to fix at 50, is that they're coming at very good bargains. Imagine buying tip at 7 naira based on your rights, right? Buying charms at 1 naira 70 kobo. Goodness gracious, based on your rights. So while the market is dropping, you are lowering your entry price for most of those stocks if you didn't buy above 170 or above. I mean, if you bought above 170 or above the 7 naira that tip is offering. So settle down and take advantage. Okay, that's what we do here. Forward thinking, ever moving ahead. All right, next, Chi Obi. Can I say my work week is really dropping? Kotler. Let's see what Wapik is doing in the market. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, coach.
It's good to have you. Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
Okay, my name is Uche. I'm streaming from Lagos.
Thank you very much, Uche from Lagos. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank you, first of all, I want to thank you for everything you've been doing so far. I joined your community some months ago, and it's been at least I've been at least getting new insights to the market and everything. So I want to ask, I bought Wapik at 3 naira, I think 3.5, 3.450 or something like that. So I'm wondering, do I bought about 500,000 naira worth. So I know that yes, you have said a lot of things about um, um, the cycle of the market, whether it comes down and it may come up later. I'm wondering, um, do I hold on for now, or do I cut my losses right now? Because at least I think
Okay.
it's 3.3 now.
Okay. Without having any regrets in the future, whether it goes back up after you sell, you go ahead and cut your losses. Otherwise, you stay still in there and wait for it to even sell lower. If it goes below the 330 it is now, you scoop some more to average down.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's in your pot. Worst case it will drop to is maybe 3 or
Okay,
290. Oh, and
okay,
people are really watching to see, especially the owners, because
okay.
what insurance is the coronation insurance. It's not
Yes.
just an ordinary insurance company. So
Okay,
over to you to decide. I'm going long term, looking away from any loss currently. I'm waiting for it to even dip further so I can take advantage to average further down and then relax.
okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
sir.
much. Grateful.
Next will be Home Fixer. After Home Fixer, we have Callings, then Siaka FX. Let's go on. Please, I'm mentioning you ahead of time so you can keep your environment quiet so we can have a good conversation.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Your name
Yes, sir.
and where you're
Uh,
streaming.
my my name is Paul. I'm calling from Lagos.
Thank you very much, Paul from Lagos. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm kind of a newbie, and I'm trying to invest into the stock market. So I really want to give it a try, like to start something new with it. So I'm looking forward to like invest like 100K into it, but I really don't know where to start, what stock to actually put in, and the likes like that. So I really wish you can just like lead me or put me through or the right way to go, sir.
Okay, I'm looking for Maobi now. Hello, Maobi, are you there? Can you come up? Are you free? Otherwise, I call on somebody else to moderate. I'm searching for Maobi now, one of our in-house executives and usually my co-host to participate. Okay, couldn't find him, but if he's around, I'll let him know. So, first things first, you need knowledge. And we've made this community interesting enough so that no matter where you are starting from, even if this is your first ever time, you can start. But knowledge is key. So you don't make mistakes because it's a do it yourself club. And how to gather the knowledge is also available.
Okay.
Send me a DM on Instagram.
Okay, sir.
I will send you the link to my YouTube channel with a beginner guide video to help you understand the market.
Okay.
It's like every other business. You want to go into importation of stockfish. You have no idea or knowledge about the business. Even if
Yeah,
you
sure.
have good money in this world, you will struggle and run into a mug. So here we build winners in the market. The first port of call is knowledge. While you are learning, because we have these platforms, you can be able to start earning on the road to getting sufficient knowledge. So doing all
Okay.
the right thing, joining our Network Investors Club, then of course gathering enough knowledge, you are ready. So please just follow me on Instagram, send me a DM. I'll send you the link both to watch your beginner guide videos, join the Network Investors Club, even to open your brokerage account. So that
Oh,
100,000, you will be making the best investment decision when you start. Is that okay, sir?
yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I'll do
Thank
that,
you
sir.
very much.
Yeah, I'm sincerely grateful, sir.
All right.
Yeah,
Bye
thank
for
you, sir.
now.
Yes.
Next is Collings. After Collings, it shall be Siaka Forex FX.
Hello, Coach. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
My name is Collins. I'm streaming from Ogun State.
Collins from Ogun State. Thank you for joining.
Yes, Coach. I actually joined your community about last week of May, in the month of May, and I've been slowly going over the videos, just reading and I'm trying to invest. And so far, I've been able to get in on some blue chip stocks, as you call it. But my conflict is, I was actually, for this coming month, I was actually targeting Presco. But the issue I have now is, while the price is actually high, I'm actually conflict between spreading that, using the cost for Presco into getting tips or topping up on Fidelity.
Okay, you want me to advise?
Yes, please.
I like the fact you took your time You've learned, you've observed, and you've seen by your conclusion that Presco is expensive. And I will not doubt your conclusion because a lot of people have enjoyed this Presco from 450 in November last year. Now, your choice of tip also puts you in a position to maximize the returns on that capital you are targeting to invest. And I can wholeheartedly agree with you that you made a fantastic decision. This is
All right,
not to
thank you very
say
much, Coach.
Presco does not have an upside. This is not to say Presco will not fly, but in the immediate term, um, tip has a good chance to grow your money quicker,
All right, thank you very much, Coach. Thank you. I really appreciate the advice.
right?
God bless you, sir.
You see what we're saying? We let you make up your mind. It always works perfectly. There's no, I can't sit here and know what is good for everybody. But when you now do the little research you can, and then because you are at that point, you are more comfortable with your decision and you're at peace knowing what to expect going forward, right? That's why I always tell people don't go and look at stock recommendation by a stockbroking firm and expect everything to happen perfectly for you because they were looking at other criterias while making those recommendations that you may not be aware of. And don't come and say the recommendation is bad. No, it's you who is trying to align your own investment goal with a recommendation that was looking at some other goal, something of that nature. So take the recommendations, go through yourself, and don't just take it hook, line, and sinker. Some of them can align with your personal goals you pursue accordingly. That's the way it works, right? Siaka FX, you are next. After Siaka FX, the following callers should please stand by. N Gold,
Good afternoon, sir.
Poncho, and Ralph. I'm giving you the update so you can keep your environment peaceful for a good conversation. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Siaka. I'm streaming from Abuja.
Siaka, thank you for joining from Abuja. Go ahead.
Okay. Sir, I heard that investing in real estate is a good thing to do. And I don't know the right stock to invest in real estate, both in US and Nigeria. Real estate stocks.
All right. Real estate stocks that you can invest in Nigeria, I will not have you invest in those that you're already late to the party. It's still the same thing I was saying about staying long enough in the market. The likes of SFS REIT, the most expensive real estate stock. In fact, it's a real estate investment trust. It's selling at
Eh?
274. Do not buy. You are late to that party.
Okay.
If it was 3 years ago,
Again, I'm planning to hold on in long term.
just hold on. I'll
Okay,
finish.
sir. Okay.
If it was 3 years ago, when it was 15 naira, I would quickly recommend it for you to buy. So forget SFS REIT. Focus on Union Homes REIT, UHOM REIT, and UPDC REIT. These are real estate investment trusts. Then UPDC is the other real estate stock. So I mentioned three for you: U Homes REIT, UPDC REIT, and
UPDC.
yes, UPDC REIT, REIT,
Okay. The
and
U
UPDC itself on its own.
UHC. UHC.
UHOME REIT.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Union Home Street.
And
UHOM.
what is the third one again?
Third one is UPDC. Remember, I said UPDC REIT and UPDC. Thank you
Okay,
very much.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Right. Next caller. Well, next person is off. We'll go on to the honcho. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, coach.
Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is The Oncho. I'm calling from Abuja. Can you hear me, coach?
The honcho from Abuja. Looks like I have a lot of Abuja respondents today in Lagos. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes, coach. Thanks for all you have been doing. I stumbled on your page. I just don't know what made me stumble on your page, and since then I've been on your life.
Awesome.
I've always taken it as a duty to be present for the life and for the coaching and everything. Yeah, coach. A quick one. I think I have two questions. Firstly, I was scrolling to TikTok the other day. So I saw a cycle. I saw a graphic I could share probably on the Discord that the years to sell, the years to buy, and stuff like that. So I see that 2026 is time as the year to sell. Probably, I think this is linking to crypto. So I want to know maybe it's same as stocks or the circle of stocks. Probably you can explain better for us. Then secondly, sir, I bought Fidelity stock from the public offer last year at 9 naira 75 kobo. But I've been afraid since you are mentioning that we are going to the beer season very soon. So I'm thinking probably I should sell, then keep the money and buy probably when the price comes down. So
So
those are
even
my
you
questions.
would have bought at 9 naira 75, you are scared.
No, not really like that. It's just that I invested a lot, so I don't want to. I don't know
Let me
because it's
advise
my. Let me say it's my first few months in stocks. I
you
only did
are
that last year when I just had the offer.
you invested in a legacy and you should not
Yes, yes.
panic based on the emotions of many in the market. Leave that investment there. You will come
Okay,
back and
boss.
say, wow, this stock is now 13 what I bought 9 naira 75. To leave your fidelity alone. It is immune from market crash that will now throw you into a loss.
Okay.
Pay the cost. Yes. Your other question. I'd like you to know that all of those seasons, cycles, they are all theory. When you finish studying the theory, the practical will still come to pass before our eyes. And then at that point, we have only two things to say. Oh, history has repeated itself and the theory has just taken effect. Or, well, this was the year when history could not repeat itself because suddenly the unexpected happened. I do not necessarily depend hook, line, and sinker on history and theory. I rather use history to my advantage. How is that? Whether 2006 is a selling year for crypto and therefore whether it affects stock is not my problem. What I know is on the NGX, for example, 20 to 26 is a pre-election year. So towards the end, there could be foreign portfolio investors selling their Nigerian stocks to leave the market.
Okay, sir.
Expecting when elections will be done and then a new results announced, everything normalizes, then they come back. So while others are selling, I am using that time to buy. You don't make money doing what everybody else is doing. This is what I have practically been preaching here daily. This is why I say don't run after a flying stock. Look for the one with strong potential that has not moved because that will hardly drop and has the more potentials to rise when its time comes. Very simple. Chicken. Is that not how they say it in Abuja?
Yes, that's how it is. That's how it's been said here.
So
Yes, sir.
when you hear crypto cycle, 2006 is the selling year, you should be the contrarian. That's when to buy. I published something recently on my Instagram page. And I said, Ethereum is pursuing 3,000, it's 4,700 and
Yes.
$200 less the all-time high recorded in 2021. But for me, that's not the time to buy. That's what I posted there. People are excited when something is jumping. They go in there and then come back crying. That's why you see a lot of people losing money in crypto, including buying meme coins all over the place. Right? So use history to your advantage. Don't be a victim or a slave of history.
Okay, sir. Sir, please, one more last question. Now, I have like, let me say 500 to 750. So, will you advise? I can't say it's average down this time. Will you have advise I average up on my fidelity or I go for stock like tip? And is it the best time to buy tip if it's tip?
I am thinking you should go for tip. This is me considering the fact you are investing long term.
Yes, yes, I'm long time.
And because you are giving me the choices, you are thinking between fidelity and tip.
Yes. All right, thank you, Kush.
Wiser to buy tip instead of averaging up on fidelity.
Okay, boss.
Thank you.
Okay, coach. Thank you. Thank you so much, it's a player.
Right. Okay, the next person on that queue was Ralph. Sir, please recommend other dividend paying stocks built for you. I can recommend as many as possible. There's GTCO, there's Zenith, there's UBA, there's Fidelity Bank. All these pays you twice a year. You have NIDF that pays 4 times a year. You have the likes of now the Como oil pay you twice a year as well. And then Dangote Cement once a year, Bua once a year. There are so many dividend paying stocks. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
Okay, my name is Eden Raphael. I'm streaming from Ebonyi State.
Ralph from Ebonyi State. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, I have a question. I bought corn oil around February this year. At that time, corn oil was selling at 300 and it's something naira. Then at a time, it dropped and it keep on dropping. And then when I wanted to sell it, when I request to sell, it bounced back. I couldn't sell. Then this morning I opened the app and I checked. It dropped more to 211 naira, something kobo. So what should I do?
I'm sure you were trying to sell using an app that was
Yes,
giving you the previous day's price when everybody else was selling and the price was dropping. So
yes,
if you had known or in a meeting like this called in or asked in the comment section, you would have been able to check how much it's selling for and you would have sold earlier than now. While you are talking, I've checked to see that there are bids and there are offers, but the offer is the bid is quite small, 6,000 shares bidded for There's 132,000 on offer. So here's my advice: cut your loss or you leave it. If you are going to offer for sale today, I don't know how many shares you have of corn oil, but at 211.5 you can sell. Your app will be showing you 234.5. If you keep putting that bid, that offer, it will not sell. So offer at 211.5, you're going to sell immediately because there is about 1,145 shares at that price. And then there's 4,880 shares at 211.10, which is the lowest price it can ever sell for today.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
This is the problem I personally have with apps. They'll be telling you yesterday's price. Maybe he could have sold when it was still at 300. But because the app is showing him the previous day's price, which is the reference price, he continues to place an offer at that price, not knowing they are selling off and it's selling cheaper. Okay, never mind where Nigeria, anything goes right now, especially now that I am out of my base. So we will just keep going. The lights will come back on. We are not disconnected at all. So next set of callers shall be Victor We, Built for You, Ibrahim Ibn Siaka. Let's go with Victor. Most of you would have noticed that I am out of base, and so these things are out of my control. I'm in a hotel talking with you on a daily basis, and that's why you see fluctuations going on. But never mind, we continue. Okay, couldn't connect to Victor. Let's go on with Build for You then. So in similar vein, I saw a comment wondering whether we have now reverted to just dumping the daily live stream offline on YouTube. So I responded to that comment also. I am actually officially supposed to be on vacation, meaning there couldn't have been no live sessions. But you see, I can't move with my entire crew of the technical team with all those gadgets just to connect YouTube. That's why between now and the first week of September, YouTube Live will be suspended until I return. So all we can do is upload the daily live stream on YouTube after this session. So I hope you understand this. And this is why also there are all sorts of technical connection issues as well, because I am not in the office where I have a fiber optic connection and other options. So let's keep going. Build for You. I hope we can connect and hear from you. Any new public offer in the market, coach? No, not. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, coach.
Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
Okay, my name is Built for You. I'm streaming from Anambra.
Build for You from Anambra. Thank you for joining. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have a question. I invested 1 million naira in Afro Investor Equity Fund, but I feel the money is dormant and I want to invest in dividend paying stocks only. And then maybe dividend paying stocks that has a capital appreciation tendency. So I'm looking at, I already have TIP, although it's not a dividend paying stock. But I want to buy Fidelity, NIDF, then UBA. I don't know if I should withdraw the money from that equity fund and invest in these stocks that I just mentioned, or should I wait, maybe buy Fidelity now or NIDF, then wait till November to buy UVA?
You have all the
That's my question.
ideas in perfect shape. The last idea, perfect. Wait till November by EBA. But that means you miss out from the dividend that's going to be paid in October by EBA. So if your interest in dividend is that high, then you have to find a way to take position in UBA, right? Not the
Alright,
rights issue, because the rights issue will not qualify for the interim dividend that will be paid in October. So if we want to stay strictly on dividends, buy the NIBF, buy UBA, and maybe, just maybe, wait till November to buy TIP. TIP paid 10 kobo. They are building. They can't pay out everything they made. Out of the 1 naira they made, they kept 90 kobo and paid out 10 kobo, which is a good sign. Just like we need to save to be able to invest. It's the same for businesses. So when you see a business trying to grow, doing that, you know that they know what they're doing. They're not just there to mess up and then mess the whole business up. Is that
alright,
okay?
sir. Yes, sir. So what about UPDC? I have UPDC, but I don't have the this in real estate investment fund.
Real Estate Investment Trust, UPDC REIT.
Sure.
You
Yes,
can
yes.
take time to build on that also. What I want you to understand is there's no rush. Now we are at that point where no rushing. Take your time. It's the market is now actually in your favor. For buyers, this is your market. Unless it doesn't last too long. I'm talking about prices doing sideways movement and maybe dropping a bit. It's a buyer's market, so no tension. Just do one step at a time with whatever you have per time. Is that okay?
Alright, sir. That's all, sir.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand I am on vacation, but I'm just trying to appear as though everything is okay, still not in tie. Very soon you will stop seeing me on ties because I have to relax. I will fully be back in the first or second week of September. For now, you will soon be seeing me on t-shirt talking to you here. All right, it's part of the vacation. Ordinarily, I should have left everybody and gone a wall until my vacation is over. You too can do this for yourself. It's a matter of time. That's why I say stop jumping out of stocks, stop being afraid, stay put, build. We will all start vacating together. Come on now. All right, next caller. Ibrahim Ibn Sarka. Kindly drop the video of yesterday, Tuesday, 19th August 2025. I want to send it to my friends. Pearl, I'm so sorry. In the course of downloading that video, when it gets to the 28 minutes, it stops and never progresses. So what I plan to do is that 28 minutes clip has been uploaded already on YouTube. I want to see how I can maybe find any means to extract the remainder. If not possible, then we'll do them in bits, especially capture the most striking parts of those. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Your environment is noisy. You are about to be cut off. Tell us your name and where you're streaming from while you go away from the noise. Okay. Maybe he called in an error. We go on to the next callers. Next set of callers shall be Chika, Ade, and Marcinets. Let's go with Chika. Keep your environments noise free so we can have a good conversation.
Hello, Coach. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Please,
Good
your name
afternoon,
and where you're
everyone.
streaming from.
I'm streaming from the United Kingdom.
Thank you very much. Go
It's
ahead.
always it's always happy to be here. I will say it anytime I call in.
My pleasure, sir.
Yeah, and thank you for not leaving us alone while you are enjoying your holiday.
Thank you, sir.
A quick one, please. How can I get in touch with the registrars of TIP?
Registrars of TIP.
Yes,
Number
please.
one way to reach them is by email.
I wish I have the email because I've not gotten any email regarding the right issue.
Okay, actually, you can do that through your brokers.
Okay, because there's one thing I don't want to. As the kind of person I am, is one thing I don't want to regret. I don't want to call them up, but I have started with them before I came across your live and your videos, and I've made up my mind to do something once I come around. It's better done while I'm on ground than over the phone. So it's
Yeah.
one of those things I regret, in as much as I don't want to regret it.
No worries, sir. The registrars of TIP is Appel Capital Registrars.
Is it double E?
No, one P. Appel, APEL Capital Registrars Limited.
Okay.
They are located at number 8 Alhaji Bashorun Street off Norman Williams Street, Ikoyi, Lagos.
Thank you very much. As I took a position before the said date, and I don't even know when the rights issue is ending.
Okay, okay.
I need to get that, and still, if it's a benefit, let me have it.
No problem, sir.
Thank you so much, Coach. I always appreciate it.
My pleasure. I was just trying to check
Okay.
quickly, cite the registrars, the email address of the registrar.
Okay.
I'm not seeing it. Let's see if I can try more. Okay. All right, just go on the website, appel.com.ng.
Okay. That's fine.
Every other detail, including phone
Thank
number
you.
to and see what happens. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Coach.
All right, I said after Chika, it's Ade, then Masinet. Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, hello, coach. Thank
Please
you.
tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
Yeah, my name is Adeyinka. I'm calling from Finland. Can you hear
All right,
me?
loud and clear.
Yes. So, first and foremost, I'd like to say thank you for your help always. Your live sessions have been very, educating and stuff like that. Yeah. So, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
I just wanted to ask. I have some money that I want to invest in either NIDF, GTB, or UBA. But I am leaning more towards UBA, probably because I think the price right now is it's a good one. But I just wanted to get your advice. If you have any other stocks that you think it's that have probability the possibility to gain in the long run. So just wanted to ask, yeah, if you have any information regarding that.
Okay, I don't know why you're not considering Zenith.
I have Zenith shares actually. Yes. I have almost all the five top banks. Just I don't have First Bank only.
Okay,
Yeah. So
so in that case, then you may want to go ahead with NIDF will not give you much capital gains at the moment. All that can also change. But aside that, you can proceed with UBA if you are looking at just taking one. But another way to play this game is why I don't know how much is involved now, whether it can get you substantial quantity of NIDF. Then
I
you
have
don't.
I have up to 5 million. like
Then you now use the quarterly dividend from NIDF to keep buying up these other UBA, GTCO, and so on.
yeah, actually, I have that in mind as well. Well, I just wanted to get your advice. I have that in mind,
But,
yeah, because
but
I have I
if
have I have some NIDF right now as well.
okay, if capital gains is your major focus plus dividend, then go with UBA.
Okay, okay,
Simple.
okay.
Very
Thank you very
much.
much. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
By Marcinez. That's my man from Dubai. Hello, Marcinet. Are you there?
Good afternoon, coach.
Very good afternoon to you.
My name is Austin, aka Massinate. I joined you from Instagram. The response gist is mine also.
Oh,
Uh, yeah,
fantastic.
because my TikTok was having a kind of network issue. I have to join you
Fantastic.
from there. But later I was in the queue, was too long. I have to return back. Hopefully, the TikTok now connected. I'm happy to be here, coach.
My pleasure to have you again. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm streaming from Dubai.
Fantastic.
Yeah. See, coach, I will need your advice. My
Mhm.
first bank, I bought a rate of 2.7, then I averaged down 2.6. Then is it advisable for me to sell off and buy Fidelity or Aradel? I have VDF and Champs, but I don't know the VDF right issue. Up to now, I've not gotten any response from my broker, but Champs, I'm not qualified to for that. So I need your advice, please.
Um, you want to sell FBNH, threshold goal. You will be in profit if you sell
Yeah.
to buy what again?
uh, Fidelity, so I can, if I qualify for dividends, I can use it to average down VFD.
Not bad. Fantastic move. You're
Copy that,
moving,
coach.
you're moving from
But coach,
profit.
do you know this right issue for VFD? Up to now,
Um,
not got any response.
no official detail yet. It's
Okay,
quite
sir.
soon, so everybody is standing by.
Okay, and if I buy Fidelity now, hope I'm qualified for the dividend, right?
Absolutely, you are.
Copy that. Thank you, coach. I really appreciate all the good work you've been doing here.
Thank you.
If you're
Appreciate.
not following coach, you are losing a lot. Guys, hope you people understand.
All right, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
coach.
much.
Have a nice day.
You too. I even forgot that. I don't think I've mentioned that today. If you are not following me, you are losing money. We're about to make another set of money now that the market is. The contrarian approach to investing. You are not being contrarian because you just want to be different. You are being contrarian based on the fact that opportunity is knocking on the door. So you learn to be a contrarian when you should be one. All right. Gracias, Get Prince, and Royal are our next callers. Please keep your environment tidy as we proceed. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, coach. Sorry, I didn't send a request. I was just typing like, can we buy UBA now?
Fantastic. Your voice is so loud and clear. Excellent. We will let you go. But of course,
Thank you.
you can go ahead and buy your UBA if you are trying to position for the interim dividend.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Right. When times like this comes, dividend is king. You remember I said cash is king. That's the way to go. So if you don't have dividend stocks, then you may not even be able to take advantage of the opportunities when they start coming in November. Stay calm. We are still making money this year. Next caller is Get Prince.
Hello,
Hello.
good afternoon, coach.
Yes, please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
I'm Wisdom by name. I'm staying from Lagos State.
Wisdom from Lagos. Thank you for joining. Go ahead.
Coach, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know how to appreciate you for the wonderful work you have been doing. Actually, I have no idea. Actually, I have no idea what stock is all about. After I come across your post and someone recommend me to go through and read a book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. So
Yeah.
after going through the book, so it enlightened me some ideas. But I was kind of scared because I don't have anybody, no idea, no coach, nothing. So I have to download the Bamboo app. And I'm scared because it's an fintech app. But the reason why I'm scared because I don't want to put something money and at the end of the day the app will shut down and I will be at lost. So I carried on with 1 million naira on my Bamboo app. And I come across the post. After advice, I go to Bamboo and pick some stock. So I don't know actually whether you have any WhatsApp group or whether you can enlighten us more. For me, I'm just doing all this in a blind way. I don't like no idea, nothing. After come across a post, I work on myself and I take the risk. And thank God today there is a progress. There is progress. So I have tips. I have tips on ground. I have UBA. I have Eleka. That should be VFD group. VFD group. So I have like 7 stock at hand. So I don't know if they have any WhatsApp group
All right.
that I can do more.
I know the passion that you have, and with that passion, I know that you will in this market. We are on Network Investors Club Discord app. It's like a WhatsApp group, but Discord is the app. What you would do, send me a DM. Follow me on Instagram and send me a DM. I will forward the link to you. That link expires after some time, right? I will also send you my YouTube channel link to subscribe for free. Join Network Investors Club. Outside these 2 hours, you will still see discussions going on about stocks. We are over
Okay.
2,100 members in that group, both made of Nigerians in Nigeria and abroad, and some foreigners. So that will be another good place for you to continue to grow your knowledge, and feel free to ask any questions. With or without me, there are very efficient, knowledgeable market players who will respond to you. So that's the way we set up a mentorship platform like this to help as many people who are interested. Nobody who is a star was born free. Anybody you see as a professional or an expert in any field was once apprentice or a learner. So, welcome to the club.
God will bless you. So I'm good to go with the Bamboo app because I'm ready to deposit more and take more stocks. So I just want to be sure.
When you join the group, you ask those questions. They will
Okay.
guide you, especially those who have used Bamboo, and advise accordingly. But please, when you join, nobody's coming to take money from you to do nothing.
Okay.
Do it yourself club. If anybody uses my picture to come and deceive you, please run. I will not come to your DM first. That's why you are going to be first to DM me. Then I respond. Please, it's not an investment club where they ask you to bring money, let them invest for you. It is investors. You are an investor, I am an investor. We come together to share ideas, then go back to take position individually. So everything is your account. Dividend goes to you, gains goes to you. Is that clear?
Yes, I'm clear. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
That's why
I'm so happy to speak to you today.
pleasure. That's why the group, the link expires from time to time. So we hardly have hackers coming in from nowhere.
Yes.
Okay? Thank you very
Okay,
much.
sir. Thank you, sir. Continue the good work.
Next caller, Royale. We have 8 minutes before today's live stream is over. Muftau Oyeyemi has just said something. Market takes money from the
Okay.
impatient to the patient investors. Hello, good afternoon.
Good, a- good afternoon, Coach. I'm Roya calling from Nigeria, Delta State.
Thank you very much for making it fast. Go ahead,
Th-
Royal.
Thank you for your good work you have been doing. I'll be following up, and who is not following is losing. Well, I really want to talk about a stock that I'm holding, Univenture.
Okay.
I want to talk about it. Is it good to hold it for a long run?
Um, that's one of the small insurance companies that may be swallowed up in the course of the recapitalization. I am thinking if you want to play the insurance game, buy amongst the top three insurance companies or the top five. And Uninsure is not amongst them. So take your gains there and reposition elsewhere when the time is right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Royal. We made it very brief, and that allows us to take more callers as we have just 6 minutes to go. Ada Beke has been standing by, so let's hear from Ada Beke. While we're trying to connect with Ada Beke, Favi Aneto says, Coach, which long-term dividend-paying stock do you advise me to buy now? Long-term dividend-paying stock to buy now. Go ahead and buy Zenith under 17 naira. Neat. The connection with Ada Beke seems to be slow. Okay, I think we are now connected. Ada Beke, are you there? Kindly unmute your mic and let's maximize the time. Okay, looks like Ada Beke is not close to her system or something. I'll try to see how many more callers we can take. There are so many. Suddenly we have 15 and we have just 5 minutes to go. So let's make it fast. Next caller, Arnold. Can we connect very fast to Arnold? If we can connect fast with him, we go on to the next. Okay. Hello,
Hello,
Arnold.
coach.
Where are you calling from? Go to your question.
Hello, coach. I'm Arnold. I'm calling from Calabar. So the last caller that you spoke with talked about insurance stocks, and you put a cap to him selecting the top five at least, top five insurance stocks that would serve him over the long run. So I've been holding on to Veritas for a while now. He did well a couple of weeks back. Well, while the insurance stocks were on the rise. So I wanted to know if they also qualify, or I should just take my gains and then move to one of the top five, like you pointed out.
Well, Veritas has very great potentials, but they are not among the top five. We could see even the top seven best insurance companies doing very well where you can get in. Whether or not they make up that top seven, I haven't done my research to conclude yet. But you could decide to sell or stay in. At least I know they have very huge prospects.
But if I was to take my money and put into one of the top five or top seven, like you pointed out, which do you think would go for that long run? I'm looking at ICO insurance, but I really don't know much about the insurance stocks.
I don't know if ICO makes the top five, but I am very certain of Custodian being number one, number two, NEM, number three, Mansard, four and five, undecided yet. For me, Custodian already overpriced or the juice squeezed out of it, having seen it rise from around 17 to 40 something. Okay, so that's the situation.
Thank you very much, coach, and thank you for all you do that you do.
Thank you. Ekoja